I'm being evicted from my house now.
Immediately, but what we allow you to do is get an overnight bag. All right, so we'll go inside so you can get some of your things.
I have to leave with you?
No, you can drive away.
No. What I'm asking you is, I have to leave right now.
Correct. Yep. So you can go inside, gather up some of your things. We allow you that courtesy. And do you have your car here?
I do.
And then on your own accord, you can leave here, okay?
So you're going to leave and I can leave after you leave? I just have to leave?
We're going to leave. No, we're going to leave with you. We're going to leave together.
Okay.
You definitely have to leave today, okay?
Got you.
So what we'll do now, go inside, get some of your things.
You need this back?
What's that?
This.
Nope, that's for you.
This is me.
Yep.
This is me. That's officer and that's officer. Can I see your eyes, please? Is that okay? All right. My wife filed a false abuse claim against me in order to initiate a divorce, in order to get an advantage over the property that we have. Out of nowhere, she just filed a false abuse claim against me and had me evicted from the house. Women in particular who do this to men are criminals. They are dangerous. They are criminals. My understanding now is that this is a strategy that many women will employ.
This is not out of nowhere. That's the only thing that I mainly disagree with him about, is that it's not out of nowhere. This is something that he probably ignored the signs for an extended period of time, and it's not his fault, right? A lot of times guys have a tendency to stick around a lot longer than they're supposed to, and not because they're supposed to leave, it's because of the opposition, or the person that they didn't realize was going to become the opposition is now the opposition. And that's where he messed up, right? And he didn't mess up because of his own doing. He messed up because he didn't see the signs. It's a strong possibility that she's probably cheating. It's a strong possibility that she already got herself set up. It's a strong possibility she didn't already talk to the lawyers and everything like that. And what I found throughout the years and having conversations with guys and coaching different people and hearing different stories and all of that, is that by the time that you finally realize it, everything is already in motion. The plan is being executed. They are literally a 5-star general that is putting you in a situation of duress. And they're also hoping that you crash the fuck out. And so the minute that you then get out of line, then it becomes much, much worse for you, which I got to applaud this guy for even maintaining frame in the first place. But let's address a couple things that we seen in this video, right? This man is living in his car now. He's making a video in his car. He has been removed out of the very home that he pays for. If that doesn't show a sign of disrespect of the worst thing that's ever happened to this society, and that now men have now become the victims. And a lot of people will ask all the time, they say, Anton, why do you go so hard? Why is it so important for us to hold each other accountable and things like that? Well, the reason that is because you have to look at what's happening to the majority of the people in order to figure out how it is that you're going to solve for the biggest problems, right? You don't go to the people. If family court laws is set up and the police and property and all of these different things that you have to go through in order to be able to live your life as a human being is set up against you, it's not in your favor, then what do? A, you address the issue, and B, you advocate against it. And so when we talking about holding people accountable, when I hold guys accountable and when I get them and I say, hey man, you got to do things the right way, you got to take care of business, whatever, so on and so forth. Initially, they may not like it, but they're seeking growth. And so as a result, that's one of the reasons why they're on the phone with me in the first place. When you hold a woman accountable a lot of times, and half of the instances, because by the time that they reach out to you, they understand that they already fucked up, right? And so they've already been in a situation where they got to face the reality, and so they're seeking some form of change. But only about 40 to 50% of them, right, actually wants to receive what it is that you have to say, because Even with them being fucked up, they like, you know what? Subconsciously in the back of their mind, they know that society will still see them as a victim. And so they're willing to risk it, even though they know that they're under duress. And so what happens is when you coach women, a lot of times about 40 to 50% of them hear it. And the other half of them actually is like, forget it. I'm going to just take my chances. Whatever happened. I know it's going to be another simp that pick it up. And that's the travesty in this video, is because we completely ignore everything that happened in the past in order to justify whether or not another man should even pick up the pieces, which is why I tell guys that they should not be step baby daddies, and they should not be continuing to rock out with chicks that couldn't get it right with the person that they had children with in the first place, because who's to say that this can't happen to you? What, you think you special? You think you're going to be in a completely different situation because you different than he was? You see how calm this man is? You see how chill he is? You see how focused he is? You see how much he's really maintaining his composure? He's not even getting out of line with the police officers or anything like that. But it doesn't even matter, because now he's getting evicted from his own house. The ball is already in motion. She probably already took all of the money out of the bank account, if he have a shared bank account. And his ability to be able to defend himself is going to be, he's already at a disadvantage, because he's starting way back there, and he's giving her a head start as to how it is that she can hold him accountable for something that she probably doing anyway. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. And then you will have guys that literally come up on the panel and try to tell me, they try to tell me of all of the different stories and all of the different men that I've coached, and the fact that I'm successfully married, right? I have all of the credentials that would actually justify my position and having these conversations with you in the first place. They will come up on here and have a conversation with me and try to help me to understand that men are the ones that are responsible for the plight that we see men finding themselves in as a result of empowering women to make the decisions that they make on their own. Now you have the freedom to do what you want to do when you want to do it. But then we're holding men accountable, not just for the men's actions, but for the women that then go off on their own and do what it is that they want to do. So you have the freedom to do what you want to do. You have the right to vote. You have the ability to be able to earn as much as I earn or more. You have the ability to go out and get more educated than me. You're the most in the road, but the most in debt. And then I see guys every day that's saying, well, Anton, you know what? I want to marry her. I don't want her to work. Man, if you don't put that hoe to work, if you don't make some adjustments, if you don't understand the times that we living in, and then embrace whatever it is that you find yourself in order to make the best decision for yourself, because ain't nobody coming to help you, just like they're not coming to help this man. We can sit here, we can have the conversation. I can give you all of the game. We can do visibility, and it's going to always be another simp that's going to come by and pick up the pieces and find himself in duress, even though we see time after time, decade after decade, case after case, man after man continue to fall under the duress of what we see happening in society. It's a reason why they're going to advocate against updating the laws and the family court and the family court system, but they're going to advocate for continuing to push this agenda that we see equal everything. It's not equal unless you get it on both sides, because you don't really want what it takes in order to be a man. You just want the benefits of what it is that we built. Let me know what y'all think. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Let me know what y'all think. Do you think that I'm out of my mind? Do you think that I'm making sense? Do you think this man is just a sucker and he just couldn't get control of his hoe? Or do you think that this is a real thing that we need to start paying attention to, and we need to start minding out how it is that you can make an adjustment so that you don't find yourself in the same position as him? Don't find yourself in the same position as him.